Scorpio, this is Natalie from Inspired Alignment. I'm coming on today to do your reading for January 2019. Please check your sun, moon, and rising signs so that you can get more of a complete picture of your particular situation. Also, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Feel free to leave a comment in the comment section if it resonates. I'm going to do like last month and just do the groups of signs first. So I'm going to start with water signs, and then I'll see what I'm directed, what sign or what element I'm directed to after water. So I'm going to go ahead and start with Scorpio, and this will be just things that you're going to need to know for the month of January 2019. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. Okay, Spirit, what do Scorpios need to know for January 2019? What are the most important things that Scorpios are going to need to know during this time period for January 2019? Messages for the sign of Scorpio. Okay, the first card that we have here is the Scribe. Second card is the Ten of Air. Okay, and the Four of Earth. And then underneath the deck, we have Healing and the Counselor. I'm going to also take that. Okay. All right, so right off the bat, what I see here for Scorpios is that there could have been some information that you received recently, possibly in the month of December, or that you're going to be receiving sometime in the beginning of January. This could be spoken through another person, so somebody could be coming to you and giving you some kind of information, or this is just some kind of information that you discover. I am feeling strongly that for a lot of you, it's going to be somebody kind of like coming to you and actually speaking this. But whatever this information is that you're receiving, it is almost like kind of, I feel like it's like giving you either closure or clarity on a specific situation. And whatever that information is, whatever it involves, it kind of ends something for you. So it's like ending a cycle within your life and kind of changing the way that you look at certain things or certain relationships within your life. I do see that it's a possibility that, once you receive this information and that there's like some kind of an ending, that you're going to feel like you, like kind of, had to fight some kind of a battle. Like it's almost like this information comes to you, it kind of changes something within your life, and that makes it feel like, whatever it is, it's kind of like, it feels like it's really tough. Like it feels like it's like a fight that you're like having to battle, but you come through to the other side. I do notice in both of these images that there is like a beetle. I think that this is a beetle, or a bee, a beetle, a bee, or a fly. I would maybe even look that up. I want to say the beetle in particular has like a specific meaning. and I'm not quite sure exactly what it is right now. I can maybe look it up and put it in the description box below after I finish the reading. But that could be something significant to you. Now, underneath the deck here, we had healing and the counselor. So this is definitely going to be a time of healing, and it's definitely, emotional. And this could even be information that you are giving to somebody who is a counselor. This could be an actual counselor that, you're seeking guidance from, or it could just be somebody in your life, that you're confiding in, and kind of help, they're helping you kind of get through some kind of a healing process within your life. And they could also be giving you some very good information or advice to kind of help you get through this time period. And, by the time, near the end of January, it feels like, you're kind of feeling much stronger and tougher because of whatever this is that you're battling. To me, it feels emotional, like this is some kind of an emotional thing that you are facing. And definitely there are like discussions going on here that are helping in the healing process and kind of helping you to close one cycle and start a new one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull some clarifiers on these cards here to see what other information we can get. And then I have a couple different oracles that I'll pull, and then I'll pull one card for the future energy for the month of February. So let's see, what else do we need to know? What else do Scorpios need to know about January 2019? What are they healing? What is this about? Spirit, what else do Scorpios need to know about this? Okay, I'm going to pull one card for each. So let's look at the scribe first. What is this scribe about for Scorpios? Okay, so definitely a person. It could be a man in particular. It does not have to be, but this is definitely a person that you are either getting information from or sharing information with. So what is the 10 of Air about for Scorpios? What is the 10 of Air about? What else do Scorpios need to know about the 10 of Air? Whoa. Okay, cards are getting a little sticky here. I'm getting a feeling like this is something that you may have been avoiding. This may be something that like you have known was going to change or end, and you've been avoiding it for some time now. Okay, so the 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, this is, staying stuck in a situation, feeling like you can't move or go anywhere. But there's going to be something that happens, particularly with communication, that either changes your perspective on this stuck feeling or ends the situation altogether. Let's see what this 4 of Earth is about for Scorpio. What's the 4 of Earth about, Spirit? What is this 4 of Earth about? Okay, the 9 of Pentacles. So I definitely feel like, even on a financial level, if you have been feeling stuck in a particular situation because of finances, it looks like you do begin to build finances up. But you're having to like really work to do this. And this could have something to do with communication. This could be a way that you are bringing more money into your life is through, communicating in some way. I'm also getting that, like on an emotional level, if you're discussing something with somebody about something within your life that maybe, is not going very well, that by kind of releasing some of these like pent up things that you have been holding on to, it's almost like you're inspired a little bit, and that kind of helps you to build resources. But I do see here that, during the month of January, you're still going to be kind of battling whatever this like ending is on an emotional level. You are going to be gaining more materially and on like a financial level or a material level. But as far as like emotional fulfillment, there's definitely like some healing that is going to be taking place during January. And it doesn't look like it's going to be quite complete during the month of January. But you are moving forward. You are like making progress. It's just that in the month of January, it's not going to be complete. It's going to go on into the month of February and possibly longer. Let's see if we can get one card for the healing and the counselor. What is this healing and counselor card about for Scorpio? What do Scorpios need to know about the healing and counselor? Okay, so the Knight of Cups. So yeah, this is kind of, and then underneath the deck here we have Temperance. So I am getting the sense that like during January, you're kind of, figuring out how you can, begin to give yourself emotionally again to somebody. There could have been a situation that has taken place, information that has come out, or just, a certain circumstance that has taken place that has really made you feel guarded as far as opening up emotionally to others. And during the month of January, you're definitely going to be working on this. And the healing is going to be to help you open up emotionally and be able to, give and receive to another person on an emotional level. And kind of like balancing out, your own emotions within yourself and getting yourself like emotionally fulfilled so that you can have this with another person, in a healthy way. So I'm going to go ahead and pull one of these. These are some new cards that I just got, and I can't even remember the name of them. But I'm going to go ahead and pull one for Scorpios for the month of January 2019. We'll see what message we get here. What else do Scorpios need to know for January 2019? Okay, the Page of Ariel. Reliable, clever, educated, balanced. An excellent opportunity will be offered to you. Scholarships or the pursuit of education. Time to get to work. And I do see that here. Like I feel like you are working on something emotionally, kind of healing yourself on an emotional level. And so it's almost like, while you're doing that, your main focus in the material world is, focusing on building your resources and things that you need materially so that, when it's time to move forward into a particular direction, that's not something that you're going to have to worry about. So you're almost like killing two birds with one stone here, and I feel like they're going hand in hand. As you are healing, you're also, as you're like releasing some of this emotional baggage or like things that, have been pent up, you are also, you're now pulling in things that are going to help you in the future, resource-wise and materially. So definitely I feel like this is going to be a good month for new ideas, creative ideas, starting like new projects that could, possibly bring in some more money, but you're definitely going to have to work. It's not just going to like fall into your lap. But I do feel like as you release some of these old things that you're no longer needing, you will at the same time kind of be pulling in the new things that are going to be serving you in the future. Now, underneath the deck here, we have the Magician. So this says, you can manifest the life you want. What you need will magically appear. Successful beginnings. So this kind of goes with, you know, this creative, you know, opportunities, time to get to work, like, you know, actually, you know, envisioning the things that you want to create. You know, even saying positive affirmations, making sure that you're sticking to like some kind of a routine, that is going to help you to manifest, you know, all the things that you're going to want, you know, here in the month of January and in the near future. So I am going to, I think, all right, I'm going to pull another oracle card here to see what else Scorpios need to know. I have another message for the sign of Scorpio for January 2019. One message for Scorpios for January 2019. What else do Scorpios need to know? Okay, growth. Definitely. I definitely see that here. January is going to be a month of growing, healing, getting yourself into a really balanced and nice place so that you can begin to pull and attract things into your life. This card says, seek out a mentor or guide, take baby steps as you grow, be willing to learn from others. Definitely, you know, and this could be a King of Cups. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, that is kind of being a mentor or a guide or a counselor to you in some way. Doesn't have to be an actual man or a water sign, but this is just somebody who, you know, is emotionally mature and can help give advice and guidance on things that are dealt with on an emotional level. And I do see that this person is going to be very significant to you in the month of January. And then underneath the deck here we have awareness. Live in the moment, be conscious of your thoughts, look for signs and guidance. So again, you know, pay attention to people who are trying to guide you and assist you. You know, pay attention to different signs and synchronicities that are going on around you. I definitely feel like even though there might be some hard work that needs to be done in the month of January and the releasing of old things that do not serve you anymore, there is going to be quite a bit of growth here. So I'm going to pull a card from the Sacred Geometry deck. Let's get one card from Sacred Geometry. What else do Scorpios need to know for January 2019? What's one more message for Scorpios for January 2019? It's the most important thing that Scorpios need to know for this time period. One more message for Scorpios. All right, we have 42 Rainbow DNA, and underneath the deck, new beginnings. Definitely, I think you're on your way to some new beginnings. But let's go ahead and read what the Rainbow DNA card says. Okay, this card says, human DNA uses the phi ratio to form the wave that spins our genetic codes. Scientists seeking to unravel the mystery of these codes observe a mass of unexpressed DNA within the traditional double helix, labeled by some as junk DNA. This additional information epitomizes our highest potential and is yet unexpressed. In most humans, only about 3% of this code is currently switched on. By activating these dormant genes, we find the gateway to an infinite source of evolutionary wisdom. Decoding and activating this full spectrum of insight and understanding creates a rainbow of possibilities that corresponds to the emerging field of conscious evolution. Part of that process is learning the dynamics through which evolution does its transformational work. Through exploration of those dynamics, we can intentionally and wisely apply them to transform ourselves and our world. Visualize yourself spinning within this beautiful rainbow DNA, activating your potential. Draw upon the potent emotions of love and compassion to stimulate the harmonics of your heart and speed your pace of evolution. Each time you act from your heart, you contribute to the intentional conscious evolution of humankind and the healing of Mother Earth. So that is really awesome. I definitely think that that goes hand in hand with the growth card and kind of like what I'm seeing here. You know, I really feel like January is going to be about a month of like learning and really kind of developing yourself and, you know, maybe learning exactly how to work with your energy and manifest things the way that you want to. So that as you continue on into 2019, you're able to pull in more and more things that, you know, better suit where you want to be and where you're supposed to be on your divine path. So I'm going to go ahead and pull a card for the future energy for February. So we're going to get one card to look and see what is going to be the main message for the month of February. What are we looking at for the future here? Where is this all going? So what do Scorpios need to know for February? What is the future energy? One card for Scorpios, please. Okay, the Knight of Swords. Wow, and look at how aggressive he kind of is. Okay, so I feel like, oh, and underneath that we have the Knight of Wands. So these are both cards of action and movement. I feel like in February, you know, in January, you are kind of going within, you know, maybe expressing yourself to heal emotionally on some level, building up your resources and finances. But then in February, you're definitely taking action. These are both cards of action. So February looks like a time when you're going to be actually putting the stuff that you've worked on throughout the month of January to use. So Scorpio, I hope that these messages helped you guys, and I will see you soon. Take care.